exactly what you expected, and this is what Origen drafted for. They knew that they were going to get kicked in the bot lane. That's why they have such a defensive bot lane, whereas Origen are now putting all of their eggs in the Alphari basket, getting him so much safety to again try to abuse Whippo, and now turning towards Nuke Duck. But here's the dive.
We see the dive. Broxa now stepping forward. Patrick has to be careful about how he's going to approach this one. Does move out. Now the immediate knockup is going to follow. Patrick all but set to fall. First blood going over to Reckless. Just the start Fnatic wanted.
And the question was, can Patrick and Mithy hold the door against Reckless and Hilly? And Fnatic says no. Slams it shut. First blood to Vayne.
And it was a signature early bot lane tower dive here from Broxa. We saw it before on picks like the Nocturne, but the Rek'Sai looks so much better for him. Great start here for Fnatic. He's on the move. Nemesis waiting for them to return to the lane. Broxa in the river as well. So Origen are like, guys, we can't really do anything at the moment. Patrick, still level 4, will continue to be denied.
And the reality is this is so much more punishing because it is something like a Mountain Drake that you're also playing for control.
Mithy gets deleted. The fight will immediately turn. Unbreakable has been used. Mithy still alive. Now comes the flag and drag in. Hylissang has grabbed the kill. Cold and Nuke Duck now on the tree. But Whippo is stepping forward. Fnatic have the momentum in this fight. They're going to keep moving forward. 2 kills picked up for Fnatic.
I don't know why Cold jumped in right there. It was a brilliant setup from Fnatic, waiting inside their jungle for the pick, but then Cold just throws himself into the fire as well for 2 kills.
It's also just a bad read. You didn't have information about where Whippo was. Origen should have just run it down the mid lane and tried to pressure the tower to force Fnatic to move out of that position. You didn't have TP on Thari. You were never going
6 Ezreal at 11 minutes. Reckless is level 8. Whippo is level 9. I mean, he is hopelessly behind here with only 61 minions to his name, and now he actually sees some movement. Alphari is very far forward. Has the flash though, but Brox is behind.
Now pulling back, has to be smart about how he plays this one. Ulti coming out, trying to burn out the ulti from Alphari, but I just feel like it's not the right choices. The revival is there. Alphari now set to fall, does have the stopwatch, will not use it, and Whippo grabbing the kill.
And finally, with Origen trying to give all these resources to bail out bot lane, it leaves Alphari exposed. And I'm almost curious if this is an issue where we know that Mithy is a big voice. We know that he's been shot caller in the past. If this is Origen's attention getting focused down here because you have someone like Mithy saying, no, unlock me, unlock me, unlock me.
Oh, Cold looking for the engage, but Broxa quick on the
away from them instead of trying to make proactive plays.
Well, here we go. We got one bot.
So I thought Alphari now needs to retreat. Nuke Duck gonna step. Just block the creep wave, waiting to step forward now. Now gonna try to block it out the point, click CC. Nemesis gonna flash away to safety, but a TP now burned bot side by Whippo. No ultimate available for the chase. Pyke now moving forward, uses the ulti. Ooh, almost gets Patrick on the shift out, but Hylissang definitely gonna be in trouble. Has already dashed. Will dash out to
safety. They got a kill.
Now gonna get more on the bottom side. Alphari using the ultimate here. Cold now coming in as well. Ultimate comes in from the Ezreal, not gonna connect on anybody. Cold most likely set to fall here. Will use the Cataclysm, immediately taken out as Broxa finds the kill.
Fnatic just running over Origen at the moment. They get all those kills with an Infernal Drake spawning one more time. They are playing so proactively in this early game. And Alphari even has to just kill himself. He doesn't know if Fnatic is chasing him or not, so he has to fall down. A Herald is dropped in mid lane as well, so Fnatic just take and Reckless. Reckless in prime position to carry, and now they're just looking for the flank here. Nuke Duck doesn't have the flash. That is a fast Pyke and a Vayne coming in on the side. How do you get away from this?
So Hook gonna go. Nuke Duck is gonna back away. Oh, he's just gonna get pinned into the wall. He can't stop the Vayne from hitting him. The chain CC is gonna be brutal here. Can he get anything else out of this? Nuke Duck trying to sidestep, but you just can't sidestep it. The Vayne finds the auto attacks. Reckless grabs another kill.
You know, one of the things that Origen was so good at during the regular season was just trading objectives, especially when you have the slower early game, but they are not. They're just getting beaten everywhere.
Stepping forward once again, cannot push any buttons. The chain CC from Fnatic in this game is beautiful. We heard the decks talk about how good OG is about playing this, but Fnatic now looking to match them here in this game. Alphari desperately using the ult, trying to find a kill back, but Rek'Sai goes out, comes right back up, and Whippo now on a rampage.
Just bleeding across the map. Fnatic now, they have their pick of the litter, and it's the fact that they're taking kills and they're transitioning them into objectives. And that's why Fnatic are springboard and snowballing through this game so quickly. It's that it's a team fight onto a Herald, a team fight or a pick into a tower.
And Origen feel like they're playing on half speed right now, where play happens top lane, wait.
That champion is when he gets to snowballing. Alphari, unfortunately, does not have the luxury of focusing down a single opponent in this matchup, as both the Rek'Sai and Aatrox ult are going to make them relatively hard to kill.
Now, something that has plagued Fnatic so far in this series is overreaching for objectives and for kills. Well, right now, they're just reaching because Nuke Duck, in the same position, is getting caught.
Point and click, locks down. Hylissang here as well, throws out the death from below, donates a bit more gold over to Fnatic, but it is absolute dominance here in Game 3.
Just completely different look from Origen. Just rolling over and dying right now.
And this is the Origen that I feel like was criticized so much after the G2 series, that once they fall behind, they get a little lost, they don't take the big risks, but Fnatic also, you can't fault them. They've been playing fantastically in this early game.
Sending position here for Fnatic, and what we're specifically looking for is what have Fnatic changed in between games? Did they mend some of the issues that they had where they were diving towers, or when they get a big lead like this, can they close? They're answering that question now.
Alfari stepping forward, was now pulled back to the middle of the team. They're trying to find all the kills, but they're diving a tower once again. Bwipo going to be resurrecting. Have to be careful here. OG not going to fall down. Flashing out to safety. Nemesis deleted. Nukeduck can now run forward here, and Fnatic overstay their welcome on the bottom side.
Towers are Fnatic's worst enemy this series. Just focus the objective. There's no need to look for these dives and give the opportunity to chain CC or the CC potential of Braum and Rise, as well as Alfari from Kennen. Like, don't do it.
I just don't get it. They're up 10,000 gold. They can literally just...
Game, it's about bouncing back for OG. In the series, it's about bouncing back for Fnatic. Vision will go down. Nukeduck is on the bottom side. Immediately, you start to see him run up.
Yeah, he doesn't have the teleport himself, so Realm Warp is his only option to enter the fight. There is a flash on this Kennen. They can look for the 5 versus 5, but it's a tough one to win.
Moving over the wall, immediately they try to get the fight kicked off. Cold so incredibly low. Eyes on Hylissang where the reset's going to come in. Death from below, he can aim for Mythy, but Cold stops the resets in its tracks, but Fnatic still winning the fight. Nukeduck off to the side. Reckless looking for the 1v1. He wants to take Nukeduck out. He sees the last damage threat remaining. Brox is going to be ready with the ultimate, but they're just moving forward. Nukeduck going to get taken down here, and Fnatic free access to move down the mid lane. They already got the Baron, and they may just look to crush the base.
There's only 2 members of Origen alive. They will blast this one open. Fnatic finding the mark earlier than they could in game number 2, looking to close before Origen can come online.
Huge swing of confidence for Fnatic. They could just look to end here. Patrick and Alfari, rather, for Fnatic now looking to end. Cold going to be respawning shortly. Mythy here. It could come down to one final fight. Hylissang, though, caught out in the middle of the team and just dies. Diving the towers once again. Turns against Fnatic. And OG will hold on. The Baron buff still backing Fnatic up.
Just not respecting the death timers, as well as the fact that Fnatic didn't have the cooldowns available to them. You look at Nemesis, he doesn't have the Lissandra ultimate. That's a completely different end if you can threaten with the potential dive from Lissandra. But again, underneath their own arrogance, Fnatic, you don't need to be so greedy.
And of course, for Hylissang, has to respect the Braum a little bit more in those exchanges. Not the mobility of the Pike, not quite as fantastic once you have been stacked up on the concussive blows. And as we look back at the fight, you can see Fnatic playing this one beautifully.
Yeah, Origen know the only way they win is if they fully commit to a fight. So unfortunately, they just don't have the damage. It's Patrick there from the start. Nukeduck is zoned on the bottom. Reckless eventually chases him away, but there's no Alfari as well. So you're fighting 3v2 effectively at the start, so it's numbers favored for Origen, but you have absolutely no damage with this Ezreal that just got completely bodied in the lane phase.
Just shows the mindset from Fnatic and Reckless in particular. The fact that he's flashing forward at the Rise because he knows he can go for the duel.
Yeah, and Reckless, of course, at an incredibly strong point, has the Phantom Dancer now as well. So in terms of dueling, this Vayne is terrifying. Nukeduck now 1-4.
Sales. You know, it felt like Ezreal kind of sat in the same position on the tier list, but every other ADC jumped above him because he can't itemize into Phantom Dancer like they can and get all of these defensive and offensive benefits.
Yeah, especially for those shorter range carries like the Vayne here, as Fnatic press on forward towards this tower. They're teleporting behind Origen, are looking for the fight to try and keep their hopes alive.
Realm Warp not coming in with a position right against the wall. Far onto the backside, focusing down. Hylissang immediately turning back. That's a beautiful start to the fight. 2 members immediately deleted. Now is the time to turn, but Bwipo is alive and well. Broxa leaping forward, trying to lock down 1 member. He's going to try to take down Nukeduck. Now that's 1. Looking for Alfari next. The ultimate already burned. The fight turning against them. Fnatic, I cannot believe it. Reckless and Hylissang die immediately, but in what is a 3v5, Nemesis, Bwipo, and Broxa are going to try to find the turn. Alfari looking for the outplay. Smite comes in, looking for the knockup. Is going to get him down. 1, 2. That's going to be it. Fnatic right here, their backs against the wall. They find the fight. They turn the fight against Origen, and they are going to find the win to bring themselves back into the series.
The reverse sweep is still on the cards here for Fnatic. A dominant showing in the early game up against Origen, and at the end, they didn't even need their bottom lane. Their bottom lane, that got everything in this match. It was still 3v5, and they pulled out the victory.
But it completely changes the dynamic of this best of 5. Are we going to see Origen now try to run back with a standard-oriented composition? 5v5, let's just play it out, everyone on the comfort picks, or is Origen going to try to put Fnatic again off the back foot? They saw how much success they had when you forced them off of their comfort picks.